Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kobe and this is SkyTech Digital. Now in this video we're going to customize OceanWP's header. Okay, so this is just a sample website that I have over here, and then I'm going to show you how I customize the header, or how I make the header the way I want it. Okay, so I'm using the OceanWP theme, and I'm going to show you how you can be able to customize the header from this header, and then also customize this footer that you see over here. Okay, so this is also how the footer looks like. I'm going to customize it the way I want it. So let's jump into the video. Now first of all, what we're going to do is as you can see over here, this one have a logo already, but then the logo is white. Okay, so the icon is yellow over here, but the logo is white, and that is why you can't see the words over here. Okay, but also as you can see, we don't have nothing over here, meaning that we don't have any navigation menu over here. Okay, so first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to create the navigation menu. So just go to your dashboard over here, and then hover on appearance over here. Under appearance, you see navigation over menus over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to create the primary menu first. Okay, that is the main menu that we're going to use. Now make sure that you also have some pages that you've already created, okay, so that you can easily create your menu. Otherwise you're going to use custom links to be able to create this menu. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to name it primary menu over here, and then the display location I will just set it to the main over here. Okay, and then I'm going to just click on create menu. Now my menu has been created, my primary menu has been created, but there's nothing in it. There's no menu items in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some menu items in it. So I'll go to my left side over here where I see pages, I see posts, I see custom links, categories, and then also menu icons settings. So I can be able to go ahead and then go to pages, and the pages I'll go to view all. Then I can set up my menu items over there. So I'm going to use the home, the about, the services, the project, and then also the contact us. So I'm going to add this to my main menu over here. Now, as you can see, this is how it looks like. I'm going to push this one to this place. I'm going to bring this one to the last end. So it's going to be something like this, and then I'm going to just click on save changes or save menu over here. So guys, our menu is saved. And if you go to our website over here and refresh it, let's look at how let's see if the menu is being shown over here. All right guys, as you can see, this is the menu items over here. It is being shown. Okay, so our header is getting done. Now this is not what we want. Okay, this is not what we want, but then we are still getting somewhere. So now that we've created our menu over here, now we can go ahead and then style it and do all the customizations that we want to it to be done. So I'm going to click on this one which says customize over here. Okay, so just click on this one, and then it will bring you to this side of the website. So if I refresh it right now, you see that the menu will really come over here. So I'm going to just refresh it so that the menu will take place. Now you can also access the customize section of the website. Under appearance, you see customize over here. It will still take you to the same place that we are. So under appearance over here, you're going to see customize over here, and then it's going to take you to the same place. All right guys, so now that we are over here, what we're going to do is we are customizing the header. So we're going to look for header over here. So on this menu, just locate where the header is, and then click on header. Now when you click on header, the header have so many settings over here. So we're going to go through one by one, and then we will design the header the way we want it. So first of all, we're going to go to general header, the general settings over here. Click on it over here, and you realize that you have the first one which shows is the style. Okay, so under the style, there is so many styles that you can choose, and the default one mostly is the minimal. Now we have the transparent header, we have the top menu, we have the full screen, we have the center, we have medium, we have vertical, and then we also have custom header. So the minimal is what you see over here. Now if I change it to transparent, this is how it's gonna look like. So wait for it to load, and then you see how the transparent also what looks like. All right guys, as you can see, the transparent really picks you know, the how do you even call it, the hero background over here. Okay, because it's a transparent header, it has pushed the hero background, have pushed what up over here. Okay, and that is what, that is the transparent. Now let's go ahead and choose a different one. So if you want a transparent header whereby your menu items will be on your hero, then you go ahead and choose what, the transparent over here, and then you can decide to customize the top, and then also the menu icons to suit what your you know, design is. But let's go ahead and look at a different one, which is the top menu. So we're gonna click on this one. All right guys, so this is how the top menu looks like. Now with the top menu, the logo will come below you know, the menu. Okay, so as you can see over here, this is the top menu, and then the menu will come on top of the what, of the logo. So you can have both the, you know, the top menu and then the main menu all on top of the logo. Okay, so you can design it anyhow you want it, if that is what you want. Let's go to the different stuff, which is the full screen. Now with the full screen, the menu will be what, you know, full screen. Okay, so we're gonna see how that one also looks like. All right guys, as you can see, it is having what, a hamburger menu icon over here. So when you click on this hamburger menu icon, you realize that you have what, a full screen what menu over here. Okay, and that is basically how the full screen looks like. So if you are looking for you know, menu which you're gonna click on a hamburger and then you're gonna get a full screen, then you should use the Ocean WP theme over here. So that is how the full screen looks like. I'm going to click and exit over here, and that is the full screen. Now let's go to the different style, which is center. Now with this center, the logo will be in the center, and then you can have two different menus, one on the left side, one on the right side. All right guys, so as you can see, because we only have one menu created, okay, the menu is now on our right side, but you can decide to what, have two different menus created, and then you choose over here. So when you scroll down, you see that there is what, left menu, and there is what, menu position. Okay, so we have centered what, menus, and then we have what, you know, the left menu. So the left menu is the one that you're going to choose, and this particular one over here is the menu which is what, the default menu. Okay, the main menu. The main menu will always come on the right, and then when you create a different one, you can choose it on your left. So if I come over here, I choose the primary menu over here, the primary menu will also repeat over here. So as you can see, it has what, repeated itself what, over here. Okay, and that is what the you know, the centered what menu, or the menu or the header, which is the style is was centered. Okay, and that is how it looks like. So you can create a different menu, and then one will be you choose one for the left menu, and then your main menu will be your what, your right menu. Okay, and that is it. So that is the style which is center. Okay, now let's go to the medium. Now guys, this is how the medium also looks like. Okay, so with the medium, basically the header and then the search is always on top, and then the menu icons are what, are over here. So you can how do I did I say the header? No, not the header, the logo. Okay, the logo is always on top, and then the menu items is basically on top of this one. Okay, so you can have your logo, you can even remove all these ones over here, and then you have just your logo over here, and then your menu items will be basically over here. Okay, and that is it. So you can use these settings over here to, you know, just look disable some of the things that you want. So for instance, if you don't want this one, you can remove it over here, and then the search icon or the search bar over here or search form what will be moved away. Okay, you can also go ahead and then, you know, remove the social buttons also from there if you don't really want it. So basically that is how the medium also looks like. So you're gonna have only the logo on top of the menu items over here. So guys, as you can see, it is only the logo, and then you can go ahead and then design whatever that you want to design, over here. So that is what the medium. Okay, that is a medium. Now let's go ahead and then change this one to vertical, so we can have what vertical style also. So let's see how the vertical also looks like. All right guys, so this is the vertical style, as you can see. So meaning that we're going to have a menu on the left side. Okay, so you can choose how you want it. So as you can see, if I click over here, I have my vertical menu also showing over here, just like your mobile menus. Okay, this is how it's going to be. So you're going to have a hamburger icon over there, and then when you click on it, the menu will be opened and then it will show for you. So basically that is how the vertical also looks like. But what we are going to design, and then you can also go for custom header. Okay, but what we are going to really talk about is the minimal header. That is exactly what we want. We just want a minimal header. We just want a simple header. Okay, that is what we're going to talk about today. That is how we are going to design it. But taking you through all these styles, you can choose between which style that you want based on your design or based on whatever that you are doing. So I'm going to just focus on the minimal over here, and then choose whatever I want. So it says what bottom header. Okay, border header border bottom, sorry, header border bottom. I don't want any header border, so I'm going to remove it. Now you can't really see it, but as you can see, you see that there is some kind of push over here. If I take this one, you see that there is some kind of push over here. If I remove it, also there's some kind of push over. It means that there is a header over there. Okay, a header bottom border over there, header border over there, and that is what we don't want. We're going to remove it from it. And then this is also the header height. So from here to here is 74 pixels. Okay, so you can choose between how you want it, and then you can be able to either increase it or decrease it. Now let's go to this one also, which says the background. So with the background, I'm going to use this color over here, which is the blue black color. Now, of course, I want it to be designed to suit the color of this particular website. So I'm going to go over here and then change this one to the blue black color. So as you can see, this is how it looks like, and this is how I want the header to be like. Okay, now of course, if I want a border, now if I do like this, you realize that there is a border over here. Okay, so if you want it, you can choose it. If you don't want it, also you can just ignore it. But let's bring the border so that we see the difference also between the main hero section and then the how do you call it, the header also over here. Now I'm going to go over here. Now this is basically how it looks like. So content after header. So if you want a content after the header, you can be able to put all your content over here. Now it also says that shortcodes are allowed, so it means that you can be able to put the shortcode over here. Okay, and then you can give a pattern, border bottom color, also the color of this particular border. So let's say I want to make it like a yellow. Okay, so I'm going to use this yellow color so that it blends through. So I'm going to just focus over here and then put this one. So as you can see, this is what the yellow color that I want. Okay, so it's okay for me, and then I can go ahead and then just publish it. Okay, so I'm going to publish it so that I'll know that the changes that I've done is saved. Now let me go back over here, and then you go to the second settings, which is header media. Okay, so over here, if you want to add any media over here in your header, you can be able to add it. So it could be an image, it could be a video, you can be able to add it. So as you can see, upload your video in .mp4 format and minimize its file size for best results. For theme your theme recommends dimensions of 2000 by 1200 pixels. Okay, so that is exactly what you want. And then we also have header image. You click add new over here to upload an image for your header. Okay, now we don't want any of the any of it. So over here we're not going to do anything over here. We're just going to go back and then go to logo. So as you can see, this is our logo over here. Now if you want to upload a new logo, it is also very simple. You can just click over here, or you can just click over here, and then you can be able to select a new logo or upload a new logo of your choice. Okay, it all depends on you and what you want to do, and that is it. Now over here also is a rectangle logo. Now it says select a rectangle logo twice the normal size, the normal logo size. So you can select this one. This is basically they show it in a different screen. Okay, so maybe your website is being viewed on a larger screen. This one will be the logo that will serve it. And then the maximum width and then the maximum height, you can also put it over here. So if I just increase or decrease the size of the logo, you see it over here. So I think this one is quite okay for me, or I can just decide to choose, like, let's say 90. Okay, 90. So if I want 90 is okay, or let me just make it like 100. So 100 is okay for me. And then also maximum height, that is what the height of the logo. I'm not going to do anything about that one, so I'll publish it. Since I've done a change, I'm going to publish it and then go back over here to menu. Now this is our menu. Okay, this is where we can do all menu styles and other stuff with it. Okay, so as you can see over here, and we have the top level drop down icon, second level drop down icon, drop down top bar, and all those things. So you can either tick it or untick it depending on what you want. Okay, and then the menu also, do you want it to be center, do you want it to be right, do you want it to be left? All depends on you. So some people will love their logo to be near their menu. Okay, some also want their menu to be center so that they can put different things over here, but I just want it to be like this. Okay, and then also the effect, the links effect. So you can just give it underline from left. It depends on you. So if somebody hover on it, this is what is going to, the actions that the links are going to do. Okay, the hover effect and other stuff, that is where you select it from this particular place over here. Okay, so you can choose which other one that you want from here, and then you can use them. So if I hover on it, you see that there is some kind of like underline over here, which is from left. Okay, you can choose whatever you want. So underline up, underline down, brackets, overline and fix, underline, circular reveal, drip drop, drip dot, a triple dot under, X marks the spot, and then underline and overline. So depending on whatever you want. So let's say circle reveal. Okay, so let's choose this one and see what kind of circle reveal is going to happen. Now you can choose the underline, also the effect color. Also you can also choose it over here. So somebody hover on it, the color that is going to the effect, that is the color effect, you can also choose it over here. So this is how it's reacting. So as you can see, there is some kind of circle underneath this one. Okay, so let's look at the circle over here. So the effect over here, I'm going to just choose let me just use the color. Let me just use the color, that the yellow color that we used. Okay, so the yellow color over here. So as you can see, this is how it looks like, guys. This is how it looks like, perfectly nicely done. Okay, so you can also either just decrease the opacity over here, or the color, you can do so, or use this one to also decrease the opacity if you want to. Okay, so it all depends on whatever that you want to do. Okay, so let's say with this one, and then we can just decrease the opacity a little bit from this side. Okay, so now if I hover on it, you see it's not going to show too much, but that particular color is over there, and that is it. I think I like this one. I'm going to maintain this particular one over here, but I'm just going to just reduce the opacity a little bit. Okay, so yeah, I think this one is okay for me, and that is it. Now when you come over here, we have the link color over here. So with the link color, you can choose the color that you want. I'm going to choose white. Okay, so white is quite okay, so I'm going to choose white over here. And then the link hover. Okay, so if you hover on it, what do you want it to mean? Since I have a style over here, okay, if I didn't have any style, I would have choose the yellow, but since I have the style, I'm going to maintain just the white. Okay, so that the white will still be what I will choose. Okay, so if I hover on it, the only thing that you see that it works is the color over there. Okay, so I think that is basically it. Now we can increase the opacity of this color small. Okay, so let's just increase it a little bit, like 50, and then let's see how. Yeah, so this is quite okay. Okay, this is quite okay. Now let's go down. You see that we have what link color current menu, so you can choose the link color current menu. So the current menu of the link color, you can choose it. So I'm going to choose my yellow color for the link color current menu, and as you can see, this is how it looks like. So the current menu, which is showing the page, it's going to stay active over here. And then the link background hover, and then also the link background current menu. So if you want to change the background of the link, you can do so over here, but we're not going to do that. Then these are all for drop downs. Okay, so the styling of the drop downs, you can use all these ones to style your menu. So guys, as you can see, this is how it looks like, and this is for the search icon. Okay, so the search icon too, you can style it anyhow you want it. So the search icon style, you can see it over here. The drop down, input background, input color, the border type, you can be able to do so over here. And then drop down category post. Okay, so you can also decide to customize your drop down category post over here. All of them are over here. Okay, now this is for the menu. Now with the menu, you realize that we did not have any access to either change the font, or change the font style, or change the font size and other stuff. We have to do it in a different site, which is the typography. So I'm going to just publish this one, and then we'll change the font style and other stuff later on. Now when you go to social media social menu, also you can be able to either enable the social menu if you want it or not. So let's say we enable the social menu, and let's see where the social menu will be placed. All right guys, so as you can see over here, it says what select template. Okay, so you can choose the template. Since we don't have any template, now this one over here is for you to use to style the social menu icons. Okay, now how can you be able to style these social menu icons? You have to enter your your X URL over here. Okay, so let's say I add URL over here, and let me see where the social icons will be placed. Let me just add some things over here, and then see where all those things will be placed. All right, so guys, you cannot see it over here. Okay, basically you can't really see it over here, but you can either place it on the top menu. Okay, so for instance, if let's go to general over here, and then okay guys, so we're gonna go to the top bar over here. Okay, so if you go to the top bar over here, you see that there is social over here. Okay, so you see that we have enabled the social menu over here, but I don't know why the content is not showing. So let me go to yeah, we have enabled, you know, all these things over here. And let me just go over here and see the content also. Yeah, this one says place something over here, but the social icons need to be what need to be showing over there. So I don't know why it's not showing, but let me go back over here and then see the social menu over here. And then let me just come over here, and then instead of the hash sign over here, let me just put in something. Okay, so let's say facebook.com. Let me just copy this one and bring it here. All right, guys, so it's still not showing over here. I don't know why it's not showing. I don't know why it's not showing over here, but I will fix it. Let me just go over here and then check it well again. So I'm going to go to the general over here. Let me go to the top bar, social. We've enabled social. Okay, so I'm going to just put in Facebook over here and see if it's going to come over here. All right, guys, so as you can see, you see that it came on the top bar over here. Now the reason why you know, it's not showing on this particular header side is that you have to activate the style which have the social media over there. Okay, otherwise it's not going to work. Okay, so basically make sure that you have you know, a style which really will accept the social media on this particular header. Okay, so you choose a style which really have you know, the social media on this particular header. So for instance, if you choose the medium over here, now I realize I saw the medium having the social media on it, so we can be able to choose the medium and then activate the social media on the, you know, the header over here. But you can still, if you choose a minimal, then you can still have your social media on top of your how do you call it, your top menu. So let me see over here. So as you can see, we have social buttons over here. So let's just activate this one and see if the social buttons will come here. Now you can't see this one because the background is also what is also white. Okay, so that is why you cannot see it. But let me just make the background you know, different color. So if I make the background, let's say black, not this background. So guys, as you can see that we have the social icons over here. Okay, you can have your social icons over here. Let me see. Yeah, so the menu you know, background over here, you can decide to choose different color for it, and you see your menu over here. Okay, so as you can see, we have now we have the social icons over here, and you also have the social icons over here. Now since we are using the minimal, okay, since we are using the minimal, then we're going to you know, just have the social icon on top, on the top bar. Okay, and that is exactly what we're going to have. So I'm just going to choose minimal over here, and then we're going to stick to our previous design that we are designing. But this is just, by the way, just to show you that if you want the social icons to be on this particular one, then you need to choose a different style for it. All right, guys, so this is how it is. Now let's go back over here, and then we're gonna go back, and then we're gonna go to the top bar. Okay, so we're gonna just customize the top bar the way we want it. Now since our colors are yellow and you know, dark blue, then our top bar color also, we want to change it from white to yellow. Okay, so I'm just going to change this one to to this particular yellow color, over here, so that it blends with our colors. Okay, and then yeah, we've enabled top bar. You know, we also have a border back color and other stuff, and then also the text color over here, you can change it to our blue black. Okay, so I'm going to just change this one, copy this one, and change the text color to blue black, change the link color also to blue black. Okay, and then the hover also I want to change it to blue black. All right, so basically just like it. Now you can decide to make it visible wherever you want to make it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over here, go to content over here, and then it says what, place your content over here. That is what this place. Okay, so over here you can just write something that you want to write over here. So maybe call us on, and then you put your telephone number over there. Okay, you can put your telephone number over there, and then you're good to go. Now the social icons also, you can go ahead and then change the color of the social links or the social icon. Okay, so I'm just going to use the blue black here so that it matches whatever that we are doing. So you can go ahead, and then I'm going to put some hash signs over here. So I'm going to go ahead and choose Instagram, LinkedIn, and then YouTube. So this social icons is what I'm going to display over here. Okay, so basically that is it. Now let's wait for it to load, and then we move on to the next one. All right, so guys, as you can see, we have our social icons over here. Now you can increase the font size the way you want it. Okay, so let's say you want it to be 25 pixels, you can increase it. Let's say you want it to be, let's say 20 pixels, you can also increase it. So I think I'm just gonna stick to 16, okay, which is quite okay for me. So that is what basically it. And then your hover link also. So with this one, if somebody hover on it, how is it going to be like? You can change the color over here, okay, if you want to. And then let's go back over here and go back. Now we're going to go to our header again, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go to general over here. What do I want to do? Let me go back over here, and then yeah, I think everything is all right over here. Yeah, I think everything is all right over here. The only thing that we need to do is touch on the typography. So with the typography, we're going to go over here. Okay, click on typography. Now the main customizer settings over here, just click on typography, and then locate top bar. Okay, so top bar is for the top bar over here. So top bar over here. Now we can change the the typography. Now the fonts that I use, font family that I use over here is Montserrat and then Open Sans. So I'm going to use Open Sans over here, and then the default I'm going to say maybe normal 400, and then the font style it's supposed to be normal, so I'm just going to choose normal over here. And then the size over here also I will stick to 600, so as you can see, so that it is what legible and good. Oh, I said 600, 16 pixels, or let me just make it 14 pixels, okay, which is legible. And then if you want to make it bold, you can go ahead and make it bold. Okay, it depends on you, so how you want it. So basically I'm done with the top bar. Now I can go ahead and go to my main menu over here. So as you can see, this is what main menu. I can play around it. Okay, so with the main menu, I'm going to use Montserrat. Okay, so I'm going to use Montserrat. I'm going to choose this one, and then the default the font weight I'm going to choose 400 for it, and then the size over here I'm going to make it 18. Okay, so as you can see, this is what 18. Now if you want, you can reduce it to, let's say 300 if you want it, or you can just maintain the 400 over here, and then I'm going to reduce this one to 17. So I think this one is what's quite okay for me, and that is what how my header is done. So I'm good for the header, and I think you can play around with the typography the way you want it. So I'm good for my header, and I'm good to go. Now let me just go back to the header again, and as you can see, you can be able to what do any kind of things that you want to do. Now if you want your header to be sticky, then you need to install another plugin for OceanWP. Okay, so sticky header for OceanWP, and that will make your header sticky. Okay, but for now we are good to go. You see the way we've customized our header very nicely. You can be able to do so same for yourself. Now our next one that we're going to do is our footer. Okay, so we're gonna just change some few things over here, and then we're also good to go. So with the footer over here, if we scroll down, you see that we have footer widgets and footer bottom. Okay, now footer bottom is basically this particular one, so I'm going to tackle that one first. Okay, so with the footer bottom, I can decide to remove this OceanWP theme over here and then make it my own. So instead of Ocean Theme by OceanWP, I'll say powered by Kitech Digital. Okay, powered by Kitech Digital. And of course you can also use shortcodes and other stuff over there. So as you can see over here, powered by Kitech Digital. And then the background also, you can decide to change the background color. Okay, so I'm going to change the background color to my blue black that you see over here. So I'm going to just change this one to this one, and then I'm going to increase the color a little bit. Just going to increase the color. I want it to be darker. Okay, more darker. Yeah, so let me just go back again over here, and then go make it more dark, and then come below over here, make it a little bit dark. Okay, so I think this one is quite okay for me. Now that is what with my footer bottom. So I'm done with the footer bottom. I'm okay. Now let's go back over here and go to the widget over here. So this is also what the footer widget. Okay, so you can play around with this particular widget. Now this is the background, this is the text color, this is the the borders color is over here, and then this is the links, and then this is what the links hover. Okay, so if there are some links over here, you're going to see that the links will show over here. So with this one, I'm also going to use my blue black color over here, so I can decide to choose the color that I want also over here. So I'm going to just make it a little bit dark like this. Okay, and I think it's okay for me. Okay, so with the border colors also, I'm going to use the yellow color that I have. So I'm going to go over here and then choose the yellow color over here. Okay, so that it's going to also give me some kind of borders and other stuff. So I think everything is good for me. Now over here, I wanted to take you through some certain things over here. Now you see that you can decide to make it show on all devices or not. The fixed footer, if you want it, you can either make it fixed or turn it off. And then parallax footer effect, also you can either add a parallax effect to the footer or not. And then also you can, if you have a template that you've already designed, you can either choose it over here. And then you see the columns over here. Now the columns are 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Okay, so you can decide to choose the kind of column. You can either make it just 3 columns depending on what you want. Okay, so you make it 3 columns over here or not. It depends on all what you want to do or you want to achieve. Okay, but I'll stick with the 4 columns. I think 4 columns are okay. I'm going to have my company. I'm going to have, as you can see now, it's just 3 columns over here, but I'll stick with the 4 columns. Okay, so that I can have the company, I can have the services, our offices, and then the locations also over there. So basically the 4 columns is quite okay for me. And then also the heading tags, also you can choose which heading tags that you want to use. And then you can also add a container. So as you can see, add container, it has been taken over there. And then the padding, okay, you can choose a padding, the top padding and bottom padding. You can decide to play around it. And then these are the colors that you'll be using for there. So over here, the footer, the hover links, I'm going to choose the yellow color that we are using. So I'm going to just choose the yellow color over here, so that when there are some links over there and I hover on it, which you see it, we'll be able to use it. Now, how do we customize all these links and other stuff? Now, as you can see over here, when I click on this particular one, it's going to take me to where I will be able to edit the widget. Okay, and then if I click on this one also, it's going to take me to where I'll be able to edit the widget. Normally I would love to use the how do you call it, the classic widget, to be able to, you know, edit this particular thing. So if I click over here, you see these are the footer. Okay, these are the footer widget over here. As you can see, it is not the classic widget over here. It is not the classic widget. It is just the Gutenberg widget that it is using. But if I want to use, you know, the classic widget, I could be able to use the classic widget. Okay, so as you can see, this is basically how the footer looks like. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the classic. So this is footer one over here, and then we also have footer 2. Okay, so footer 2 is also showing over here. So footer 2 also is showing over here, and then footer 3 will also be shown also over here, and then footer 4 will also be shown over here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to install the classic widget, and I'll use the classic widget to edit this side. Okay, but for now I'm going to publish this one and then go back to my admin side. Okay, so I'm going to go back over here, and then first of all I want to create some menu before I install the footer widget. So if you look at this one over here, we have this our services over here. I want to just you know, just pick some few services, and then where are our services over here? If you look at the services, where is it here? I'm going to just pick some few services over here, and then use it to create the menu. Okay, so I'm going to go over here and then click on create menu over here, and then create our services menu. Okay, so I'm going to name it our services. Okay, and then I'm not going to select any location for it. I'm just going to click on create. All right guys, so now that our services has been created, we need to add some menu items to it. Okay, so now we don't have any of the services over here. The only thing we have is a page which says our services, but we want to add them. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add a custom links. So I'm going to go over here and then just add some custom links over here. So I'm going to just give this one you know, just the pound sign, and then just state some of the services that I want to add over there. So let me just check the services. So land mining, building stuff, material supply. Okay, so all of them, I'm going to say land mining, then I'm going to add this to it. So I'm going to go over here and say building stuffs, and then the next one will be material supply. Let's go over here and then consultancy, and then also architecture. So I'm gonna pick just 4 services. So consultancy is quite okay. And one thing you need to notice, if you are adding menus over here and then you made a mistake like this one, I made a mistake which says land mining, you can click over here and then just edit this one. So I'm going to make it double N over here. Okay, so now that I'm done, I'm just going to click on this particular one to save the changes that we did. All right, so I think everything is quite okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and install a plugin. I'm going to go over here, then click on add new over here to install a new plugin, and I'm going to install the classic widget plugin. Okay, so as you can see, it is very popular. A lot of people download. So we have the classic editor, which is not the one. What I want is this one, which is a classic widget. Okay, now if you don't see it over here, just search for it, classic widget. I'm going to just click on install to install it and also activate it at the same time. All right, so now that it is installed, I'm going to click on activate. All right, guys, so our classic widget plugin is installed and activated over here, and as you can see, we have it over here. So now if you hover on this one and we go to widget, it's going to take us to the classic widget editor in our dashboard over here. So now as you can see, guys, this is what we are we want. Okay, so we want everything over here, so we can be able to just delete these ones which were the blocks which were created for us by the blog editor or the Gutenberg editor. Okay, so I'm just going to remove these ones over here. Going to remove these ones over here. All right, so if you go to the left sidebar, the search results sidebar. Okay, so footer 1, what do we want? So in footer 1, what we want is we want some few description about our company and then also our company logo. Okay, so we can decide to go ahead and then choose this one. So let me see, display the logo for the custom header style. Okay, so if you want to choose a logo for the custom header style, you're going to use this one. Okay, but what I'm going to do is, let me see this one, add about us main widget. So let me just choose this one to footer 1 and see how it looks like. So over here you can upload a logo over here. So I'm going to upload my company logo. So I'm going to go through and then look for our logo. So I'm going to choose this particular one and put it over here, and then the title is what, about me, but you can choose a different thing if you want to. So maybe construction company, or we can use the this one which is urban nest. Okay, so we can decide to use urban nest, or we can just, let me just use urban nest. Okay, so urban nest, and then your name, you can put it over here, which is the same, urban nest, and then you can just write a short description for your company. You can choose the the social style and all those things. You can even add social links over here. Okay, so anything that you want, you can decide to choose it over here. So all these things you can do. Now I'm going to just add some few pound signs over here just to show you guys how it's really like. And then let me just save it, and let me come to below over here. Let me just update it and then see how it looks like. All right, so guys, this is how it looks like over here. Okay, so this is how it looks like. If you really don't want it this way, this one gives you a circular thing over here. You can decide to ignore this particular how do you call it, logo over here. Okay, so let me go back to the widgets over here and then see what we can do. Okay, so we can decide to just ignore this logo, just delete it. Okay, so let me just delete it, and then I'm going to go and save it again. Come over here, just refresh it. Now forget about this title over here, and guys, as you can see, this is how it looks like. Okay, this is how it looks like. Now you can edit this whole thing later on. So this is how it looks like. If you don't want it, you can also do anything that you want to do. You can decide to even remove this particular one. Okay, you can decide to remove. So I'm going to just remove this header over here which says our services. I'm just going to remove this particular one, or let me just leave it as it is over here, and then move it to a different footer. Okay, so this is footer 2. Let me see what is here. Okay, so this one shows our addresses and other stuff. Footer 3 also shows our location. Okay, so I'm going to move footer 3 to footer 4. So I'm going to move this one to this place, and I'll move this one also to this place, and I'll move footer 2. Okay, so I'm going to move footer 2 also to footer 3. I'm going to move footer 2 to footer 3. All right, and then I'll move the navigation over here to footer footer 2. Okay, and with this navigation, I just want to select our services over here. Okay, I'm going to select this one and save it. So the only thing left is for us to customize this particular one over here. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove this particular one. I'm just going to drag it to this place and then find a different thing, a different thing, and see. So let me just this is the contact info. Let me just use a text. Okay, so just going to go ahead and use image and text. So I'm just going to come over here, add it to footer 1 image, and then text, come over here, also add it to footer 1, add it to footer 1. All right, so with this text I can just just pick anything related to just let me just copy this lorem ipsum. Okay, copy it, come over here, paste it over here. Okay, now this is quite okay. And then the image, I'm just going to add the logo also over there. So I'm going to go straight and look for the logo, come over here and then choose add to widget, and then basically that is it. I'm going to also add this one over, and then what I will do is I'm going to search for a blog, also add it to footer 1, and then I'm going to push the blog on top. Okay, so I'm going to push the blog on top, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this heading style over here. Okay, just copy this one and then come over here and then put it over here, and then I'm going to change the office in Canada over here, and then just write urban nest. Okay, and save it. All right, so done. Now let's go over here and refresh it and see how it looks like. All right guys, so as you can see, this is how it looks like. Okay, this is how it looks like, but I don't see this one over here. I don't see it over here. So what can I do to see this particular thing over here? Let me go back to the widget. Let me check the test. Let me just save this one and come here, refresh it. Maybe I did not save it. Yeah, so we didn't save it. So as you can see, this is what the test over here. Okay, so what we can do is we can just go ahead and then go to customize over here, go to maybe footer widget over here, and then maybe customize the text color and all those kind of stuff. So with the text color, we're going to just give it the white color also, so just like the links color. Okay, so we're going to just copy this links color and then come over here and give it to the text color. All right, so we're going to publish it. Now let's go ahead and refresh this one. All right, so guys, as you can see, everything is working perfectly. Now we have very nicely footer also done. Now of course you can add social links and other stuff to it if you want to. It depends on you. Okay, you can also add more. You can also change it from 4 to 5. It also depends on you. So guys, basically this is how you can be able to create your footer and header, okay, or your header and footer in OceanWP. Now everything we did was OceanWP. Now let's look at the last one. If you want to make this header sticky, okay, so to do that, we're going to go back over here and then add another plugin. Okay, now when you are using OceanWP, these plugins are very important for you. You need to make sure that if you can be able to add those plugins. So let's say sticky header. Just go for sticky header and then see what will come. If OceanWP doesn't come, just type in OceanWP. So as you can see, sticky the OceanWP sticky header. Okay, you can decide to use this particular one over here. Just install it, and now you can go ahead and activate it. Okay guys, so now that we've activated it, that is all what we need. Now if you come over here and just click on refresh, and now guys, if we scroll, you see that our header is now sticky over there. Okay, so now we have a very nice sticky header you know, on our website. So basically that is how you can be able to customize your OceanWP header and footer. I hope this video helps you guys to be able to use OceanWP to the maximum is a maximum effect or maximum whatever it is. So use it to its maximum, okay? And you can be able to have a very nice website using OceanWP. Thank you for watching this video, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video. Bye bye.